Hello and welcome or welcome back. If you are new and we have not met, my name is Kate and this is my place. In my place, we do a little bit of planning, cash budgeting, cash stuffing, paying off debt, savings challenges, and so much more as we are building our best life. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the November monthly budget, and I am also going to be overviewing our week 1 budget for the first week of November. So if that sounds interesting to you, make yourself comfortable because we're going to be getting right into the video. Hello everybody, sorry for the bad lighting. It is later in the evening on Friday when I'm doing this, so it is Friday, November 1st. Happy November. I am kind of changing up a little bit this month on the budgeting portion of my videos, just to see how it goes. So in today's video, we are going to be doing the November monthly budget, just kind of the overview to see where our money is going to go. November is a magic month for us, so we will have 5 weeks for the month of November. So some of December's bills gets paid in the month of November, so it throws off our bills a little bit, but we'll go over that when we review it. So, and then once we're done reviewing the monthly budget, we're going to just switch on over to the first week. I'm going to review that with you, and then we're going to total everything up just to see and make sure that I've done everything correctly. So, for the month of November, our salary, we are anticipating for our first salary, $3,665. Our second income that we have for the month, we are anticipating $4,539. Dash for us, we are looking at about $600. I saved money to roll into November, so we're going to roll that money over for $800. And then we also had a rollover of $730 that is coming over into the month of November to help us out with our bills. And so that brings our total income for the month of November to $10,304. For our household bills, we are anticipating paying $3,828. Now, this number does include all of our November household bills. So our rent, our utilities, our phones, our internet, our water softener payment, our cloud subscriptions, our insurances, and did I say my cell phones? And those two. So not only does it include the Novembers, all of those for November, it also includes our December rent and 1 or 2 of our other smaller household bills that have to be paid during that 5th week's pay period. So that's why that number is higher than normal. It's normally around $2,400 to $2,500 a month. So that's why that number is a little higher. For our entertainment and our subscriptions, which is our streaming services and the different subscriptions that we have, we're looking at $219 for the month. Our living expenses, because it is a 5-week month, is a little higher this month. So we're looking at $2,275, and that includes our gas, which is $625, budgeted around $625. Groceries, I'm budgeting $1,000, spending $500, and then $150 for miscellaneous, and that's how I got that number of $2,275. So our expenses for our essential household expenses for the month of November, we're looking at $6,322. And when subtracted from our anticipated income, that leaves us $3,982 for the remaining bills that we have to pay. So in our debt category, again, our credit cards are a little bit higher because we are paying some of December's along with all of November's. So we're looking at $797 for minimum payments. That does not include any extra debt that we might be paying from our savings challenges or anything like that. Both car payments are due in the month of November. So the TLX for $429, RDX for $605. And then we have a loan that we're paying at $125, which is an extra debt. Then we normally have, this is the second month that we're including this in our budget. Our 4 pays for the month are looking to be around $555. So that brings our total debt for the month of November to $2,511. And when subtracted from our leftover, that gave us $1,471 to work with for our spending. Co-pays for this month, I do have therapy appointments, so I'm putting $100 in the budget for my co-payments. Medical, this $100 is primarily for prescriptions that we potentially are going to be filling this month. Household supplies, I'm budgeting for $100 because Thanksgiving is in the month, so we may need a little bit of extra. My nails, normal, $130 for the month. Smoky is $60 for the month. It could be lower, could be higher, it just depends. My kiddo, we're still struggling to find him work stuff, so I'm budgeting $100. Whether or not that gets spent, I will find out throughout the month. And then Mr. Rodney is going to need his kibble and his treats, so I'm thinking that's going to be around $50, which brings our anticipated spending for the month to $640. And when that's subtracted from our leftover, that left us $831 for savings and rollover into December. I'm planning on saving around $800 in challenges and then rollover $31, which brings us to that $831. So just to ensure that I assigned our money, all of our monies has a place, I'm going to go ahead real quick and we're going to summarize the budget. So what I do here to ensure that I have my zero-based budget is I put the totals for all of my categories down here, total it up, and my total of my summaries box needs to match the total of my income. So I'm going to write it in, I'm going to calculate it real quick and speed through it for you guys, and then we'll come back and just double check to make sure that everything balances out. All right, so our total for the month of November in our summaries box is $10,304, which matches our estimated income. So yay, I am so glad that I didn't screw that up, because there are months that it does happen. So that is kind of what we are anticipating for the month of November. Again, there are a few things that I did forget to put in here, I'm just now realizing. So Thanksgiving, because it's the month of November, my kiddos are with their dad. My boyfriend and I, the past year or so, have been going to dinner with my mom. So we don't have to clean or cook or any of that after a big dinner. So now this year, my boyfriend and I have been kind of thinking about maybe throwing just a turkey breast in the oven, something small just for us so that we have some leftovers. But we'll see how it goes and if we choose to do that and whatnot. So like I said, this is just kind of an overview. There are things that are going to come up in the month that are not yet on here, but we'll deal with those as they come. So we are now going to transition into our week 1 budget for the month of November. Okay, so for us, the first week of November just so happens to be the 1st through the 7th, which I don't know how many times that actually happens, but I love that it's happening. So our income for this first week, our salary, we are anticipating $1,513. Dash, we are going to be doing $300 or over. He normally does over that. So we rolled over $771 from the month of September. So it was actually a little bit higher than we anticipated. And then from savings, which includes some of the money from our November month ahead envelope, we had some back to the bank money from our last October budget, and there was something, our extra debt payment, which is in here, is also included in that money. So our total estimated income for the first week of November is $3,095. For our expenses, we have our rent, which is $1,380. Our electric is due at $156. Our renter's insurance for $28. Canva for 16, and our first cloud storage is due and it is $10. So this brings our total for our household expenses to $1,590, and when subtracted from our estimated income, that left us with $1,505. Debt this week, we have $226 in credit card payments, $272 in 4-pays. It's our heaviest 4-pay week of the month. And then our extra debt payment from October, we added $2 to it, so it was a nice number of $260 is going to be paid towards one of our credit cards, or two, it depends. Last month we split it up between two. So that brings our debt total for the first week of November to $758. And when subtracted from our remaining amount, that left us $747 to work with. Our normal is going on here where our living expenses, we have $125 going towards gas. That'll stay in the bank account. So I do a hybrid system. Groceries, $200, $150 will come out in cash for me to do a big shop, and then I leave $50 in the bank for small trips in case we need them. They always happen. We can't seem to avoid them. Spending, we are upping our spending this month back to $100, so it's $50 a piece, and then our miscellaneous got $5 extra this month too, so $30 is going to be miscellaneous this week. 10 of that will come out in cash for my cash wallet. So our total for our living expenses or cash envelopes is $455, and when subtracted from the $747 left over, that left us with $292. My copay for $25 is going to be stuffed in my cash envelope, and then for household supplies, I have to purchase about $22 to $23 worth of items on Amazon, and then I am pulling 10 out to have in my cash wallet for items that I can pick up at either Dollar Tree or Walmart. So our estimated or anticipated spending for the week is going to be $60. And then when I subtracted that from our leftover, that gave us $232 for savings. $220 is going towards our challenges, leaving us $12 to roll over into next week. And just like in the monthly budget, I'm going to go ahead and we are going to ensure that we have a zero-based budget here. So I'm going to put our totals in, I'm going to calculate them, and then we're going to come back to make sure that our total of our summaries box matches the total of our income box. And then we get to break down the money that I'm going to be stuffing into the cash envelope. All right, so our total in our summaries box came out to $3,095. Our total income is $3,095, so we are where we need to be. So now let's break down the cashola so that we can know exactly how much we are going to be stuffing in our cash wallet, and then the challenges get their normal breakdown. So as you can see, I have already put the amounts in here just to try to make it easier, and I'm going to go ahead now and we are going to figure out how much I am going to get of each denomination. So for groceries, I do pull $150. I am going to do $350s for that. Household supplies is going to be getting a 10. Copay is going to be getting a 20 and a 5. And then miscellaneous gets a 5 and 5 ones. Coming down here to our challenges, for our tinies, it gets 20 ones. Wealthy Wednesdays, we get 5 5s and 25 ones. Same for Freebie Fridays, 5 5s and 25 ones. For our Sundays, I did allocate $10 from the Sunday Fun Day to the Ding 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 because I had to fund our Ding 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 challenge. So for Sunday, we are going to be doing 4 10s, 6 5s, and 21s, and then 10 ones for the Ding Ding Ding. So I actually already have the money to stuff. So we are gonna I'm gonna switch up and get my wallet and get my money out. We're gonna count it up. We're gonna stuff the cash wallet, and we're just gonna call this a completed prep for the week. So I will be all ready on Friday night for the rest of the week in regards to the budget until we check in again on Thursday. So let me switch up our desk here, and we are going to get some of our money stuffed in our cash wallet. All right, so as you can see, I did switch back over to my pretty olive green wallet. I absolutely love this wallet. It's my favorite. In fact, I found another one at Marshall's and I chose not to buy it. It was in a brown. It would have been perfect for like summertime, but I am really trying. I mean, really trying. Well, I was that day not to spend extra money. If you watched my unstuffing of my challenges for the month of October, you would have heard that I had a rough week in the last week of October and my spending got a little out of hand. I purchased myself some new clothes and the groceries were a little bit over budget by like $80, and it was a rough week and I was beating myself up about it, and it's one of the reasons why you guys did not see a closeout for October. Is I got in my head and my anxiety and my mental health kicked my butt. And yeah, so we're just starting fresh with a new month in here in November, and we're just gonna do better. So we're gonna grab our money out of our bank bag here, and I have 50, 150, 170, 180, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. So $195 is what we've got going into our cash wallet. Groceries is getting all the 50s, so 150. Household is getting the 10. Copay is getting $25. And then the last of our cash here is our $10 for miscellaneous. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I love it when people count money on these videos. I had to do it at least once. And that is our money for our cash wallets. Our wallet. Our spending money we do in our personal checking accounts. That money was transferred over, so I don't keep cash for spending money. I would probably be saving a lot of money if I just pulled my money out of the bank instead of leaving it there, because it's so easy just to buy something on Amazon and every other website known to man. So that is it for this video. I jammed so much into it, I feel like, and hopefully it was somewhat useful, entertaining, fun to watch. So I am kind of bulk recording here on Friday, and so I've done a few videos today, but it was a good day. It was an amazing way to start November. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video and you are still hanging out with me, you are a rock star. And if you could please put a star emoji down in the comments to let me know that you stuck around with me, I would greatly appreciate it. If you liked today's video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you would like to continue to follow what I like to call my hot mess express of a life, then please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you get notified whenever I post a video. And I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.